Tonight on the show, we've got the star of Rocky. Okay. Stick. Let's okay.
What a wuss. Let's start the show.
Yay! One and all. What a lineup we've got to kick off the year. One of the biggest action heroes of all time. Sylvester Stallone is here. Yeah. It's a warm welcome back to the great Robert DeNiro, ladies and gentlemen. Top actress Carey Mulligan is here. Star of Superbad and Moneyball, Jonah Hill is on the show. Plus, we'll be having music from Jake Bugg, everybody! Lovely Jake Bugg. So sweet. Delighted to welcome Robert De Niro and Sylvester Stallone. How incredible is that? Together at last, they're both in a new boxing movie, Grudge Match. Now, obviously, not their first time in the ring. De Niro starred in the legendary Raging Bull. Wow. Now, if you haven't seen it, it's sort of a romantic comedy, you know. Sleepless in Seattle with gloves. That's what I'm saying. Bob gained a lot of weight to shoot the scenes at the end of that film. I think we've got a photo. Yeah, unrecognizable. Sylvester, of course, played the iconic boxer Rocky Balboa. Oh. Now, Rocky had so many epic fights. This is from Rocky IV. This one's from Rocky III. This is from Rocky II. Now, to be honest, a complete mismatch. I mean, at the end of that film, what a mess. Not just Rocky, though. Sylvester was also troubled Vietnam vet John Rambo. A violent, sadistic vet. Where have I seen that before? Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have music from Jake Bugg. But first, he's not just good, he's super good. It's Jonah Hill! Wow! Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very well. Nice to see you. Sit down. Lovely suit.
Thank you.
Nice. Carry on clapping. It's Carey Mulligan. Beautiful. Hello, darling. Hi. You have so much hair. I know. And here's two genuine Hollywood heavyweights. It's De Niro and Stallone. Wow. Hello, sir. Welcome. Lovely to see you. Hello. Very nice to see you. Come in. Whoa.
I know you.
Oh, sit down. Wow.
All right, yeah.
Woo. It's aggressive.
They like you.
No.
No, it's you.
No, there was silence before you walked out. What a couch, ladies and gentlemen. What a couch. Are you staying, Bob?
I am.
Okay, fine.
No, my hat, you mean?
Yeah.
No, because I have a shaved head.
Oh.
And
It might frighten us.
I feel better, yeah.
It might frighten us. Okay. Now, it is acting royalty, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll agree. Acting royalty. Yeah. I mean, some newer members of the royal family.
That's for sure.
And then some vintage royalty.
Us has-beens.
Looking good. And Rocky, very popular in the Mulligan household, I believe. Isn't it? No, it is.
Is that right?
My mum's dog's called Rocky. And my dog's called Rambo.
It was meant to be.
I know.
Anything that walks on four legs reminds people of me. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Jonah, do you have a cat called Jake LaMotta or anything?
No, I'm allergic to cats.
Otherwise, he really would.
Yeah.
He would. Yeah.
Sorry.
My mum's here. I always bring a family member.
You brought your dad the last
I brought
time.
my dad last time.
Where's your mum? Let's wave at her.
Oh, God, she's going to hate this. Mum.
Where is she?
Where is she?
where's-
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there you are. Hello. Hi. No, lots of women are waving. How many mothers do you have? Who's the real... Oh, you... Oh, the one that looks like you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The lady who actually looks like Carey Mulligan. Yeah. By the way, can I just ask you, you know you were here to promote Shame.
Yeah.
Did your dad ever see it?
No, Dad's never seen Shame.
Yeah, that's good.
My dad has.
Have you seen Shame?
Yes, we have.
You okay? Yeah.
Really guilty.
Looking away. Yes, I have seen it. Yes, yes. And Jonah, is it true that you're encouraging people to go to see your movies? Like, weren't you in the movie theatre encouraging people to go to your movies?
Yeah, well, I started out when I was, young. I just turned 30 a couple weeks ago, and
You don't look it.
Thank you. I look 48. But I was in it when I started, when I was like 19, 20, and I was like 20 or 21, and I was real excited because I was in a movie theater, and one of the previews for a film I was in came on, and it was like really exciting. And I was with my friend, I was trying to make him laugh, and the preview came on, and we're in a movie theater, no one knew it was me. No one even knew who I was yet or anything. And I go, I'm seeing that, to try and make my friend laugh. And then a guy in front of us who had no idea I was behind him just goes, yeah, maybe on an airplane. Like dead serious. And I was like, oh, shit.
That's cruel.
Yeah. I deserved it, though, to be honest.
Hey, talking of selling tickets, Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro are here to sell tickets to their new movie, Grudge Match, which opens here on the 24th of January. Now, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good.
How was he?
You're both
I thought they cut him out.
No, because it's funny, but it's dramatic, and my God, like, the fight scene, the big fight, is just fantastic.
Thank you.
Obviously, you have form. I mean, there's Raging Bull, Rocky, and for some reason, I thought, watching this film, that it was your idea, this movie. But in fact, it was you, Bob, who were getting Sylvester to do it.
Yeah, I mean, when I was told about it by Pete Siegel, the director, and Billy Gerber, one of the producers, and I said, yeah, send me the script a couple of years ago, and then, but I always knew that it had to be Sylvester to do it.
He's saying that now. These guys...
No,
is there anybody but Sylvester available? Wow, that's original. Boxer, Stallone, that's gonna work. Come on.
But why did you have to talk him into it?
Well, he had reservations. I think he was worried about it being a comedy wouldn't work, and I said, don't worry about it. We're in it together. It'll be okay, you know.
Because I've said it before. It could have come out like Raging Bullwinkle against Rocky, the Flying Italian Squirrel. It could come out as like really a comedy, but an unintentional comedy. But the way they worked it, and then the drama, and the other cast, and Alan Arkin and Kim Basinger started to get very, very good. So I thought maybe I should not be so foolish and so precious and protective of Rocky and let it go.
But also, it's not just as easy as saying, oh, yeah, I'll do that movie. Like, you then had to get ready.
Yeah, there is that part.
Yeah. Like, how hard was that?
Well, I work out, yeah, I work out. So you have a baseline, and then after that, the fighting, the boxing is a great workout and fun to do. It's invigorating, it's hard, but, you know, it's good.
And in terms of, like, physical transformation, is Raging Bull still the biggest physical transformation you've done, Bob?
Yes, yeah, physically, yeah. Oh, yeah, I gained 60 pounds.
Oh, my God. How long did that take?
Took about close to 4 months.
Wow, and then we've got there you that's unbelievable. And is the story about France true?
Yeah, I ate in France. I really...
Ate France.
I really... the food was the only problem was a little rich, so I couldn't eat as much as I thought I could, whereas if I went to Italy, it would have been even better. I might have gained more weight.
And is it nice putting on 60 pounds?
The first 15 to 20 are fun. Then it's drudgery. It's work. It's awful.
How much did you put on for Copland?
Copland put on about 35. I went to a place called the Canadian Pancake House there, and like, every day I lay face down in batter. I'm telling you, are you done with that French toast? Yeah, I was bringing it over. It was bad.
But you do look so good in the fight sequences. But equally, those scenes at the beginning, is that stock footage or are they digitally?
Stock footage.
Oh, it is stock footage.
Yeah.
No, they digitally did a lot of those. Yeah, they did both.
Both. Yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
So
basically, at the beginning, you see them as young men.
Well, that's why we're hoping our careers could be extended another 3 years.
avatars. Yeah.
And because you're both so recognizable and people, for some reason, seem to love doing impressions of both of you, does it ever make you, like when you're acting, does it ever make you self-conscious?
No. You never get worried about doing yourself.
No, well, that's another story.
Did I really sound like that?
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes, because sometimes I'll hear playback and I'm going, God, it's a horrible imitation. And I go, oh, shit, that's me. I really do sound that bad.
Because, Bob, you know there's that picture. Have you seen this photograph? That,
yeah, I was trying to figure where I did it or when I did it.
It's this guy called Andy Gotts, and he took a picture, and he claims it's you doing an impression of Al Pacino doing an impression of you.
Okay.
Listen, we've got a clip. This is Bob's character trying to convince your character to go ahead with the grudge match.
There you go, the yelling stuff again.
No, seriously, it is great. Here's the thing. I don't think it's a spoiler, because it would be a very bad film if the grudge match didn't happen. So there is a big grudge match at the end, and it's phenomenal, the boxing at the end. And there's incredible shots where, for both of you, and how is there a way to do them? You know, when you've been punched and you come around, and it's like your face is hanging off.
Yeah.
Is there a technique to that?
There's two ways to do it. One is to get punched, and that works well. And the second one is like, it really is true. And then we did the slow motion, it's not worth it. And then there's one where Bob clips me, and you put whatever you want in your mouth, like a little blood, whatever, and you cough at the same time as you're being hit, like, ah, and that creates the effect without it looking like, because people try to spit, so you get hit, you go, no, it doesn't work.
So you cough it out.
You cough it out. You literally go, and it creates this.
Because what we did,
It's like disgusting. This mural of pain.
well, we got the software and put it in that camera there, 9.
Yeah.
So it's like high speed, so that you can slow it down. I'm just talking, words are coming out of my mouth, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But anyway, apparently it can do this thing. So if we demonstrate, I'm not going to ask you to hit me, but if you could pretend to hit me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really pretend.
Emphasis on the P.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the last show in the game. We dedicated a big black box around the whole show. So if you can demonstrate. So, and I think, we do have a glove. Sorry, excuse I. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. But you are pretending.
It's like being home again. Yeah.
You look way too happy. You look delighted. I really liked your movie. I can't tell you how much I like this film. Best film I've ever seen. You're all invited. I'll buy you all tickets. Okay, so stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm gonna put a little water in my mouth. So I cough the water.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna come across this way. Boom. And then what it'll come to like your ear, but then you just turn, and it'll look like I nailed you. Ready? Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now, that's good. Okay. I didn't spit on anyone, no? No, I didn't spit on anyone. Okay, now we get to watch that back. And this is, I guess this is what they do in the movie. I
This
don't
is
know.
it.
So here it is. Here it is. That's great.
I'm still going. Is that
How much
great?
water did I have?
It doesn't take much.
going?
Yeah.
God.
That's funny.
I've got a face like a windsock.
I know. You can only keep that going for a few seconds. And you go, oh God. I know what you mean. It's like cut on the cut.
And actually, weirdly, in terms of hitting people, Carey Mulligan, you did damage to Ryan Gosling, didn't you?
Yeah, I've hit him.
Yeah. In a movie.
In a movie.
Yeah. I never liked him.
No, I got to hit him a lot. We had to. Well, it was a slap, so it wasn't a hit, but it was 17 takes.
This was in Drive. Were you really hitting him?
He wanted it.
Bad. He wanted it bad. But after 17 times, even your hand must have hurt.
It did. It was.
Yes, oh, I suffer. Ow. Well, in terms of physical things, in Wolf of Wall Street, Jonah Hill's new movie, there's loads of kind of physical things going on. It's wild. It is a wild film. But there are some fights in that as well.
Yeah, John Barenthal, actually, who's in your guys' film, plays our drug dealer and my nemesis in the film. And there's a scene where I'm antagonizing him on a rooftop, and we did it a few times, and he's supposed to hit me in the face. And we did it a few times, and we were then sitting in between it at Scorsese's little video village where his monitors are, and there's a little couch, and the three of us are sitting there, and John's pacing in the background with no shirt on. He's a really buff guy, tough, was a boxer, a serious boxer guy.
Real deal.
And Marty just kept saying, oh, it doesn't look good, it looks fake, looks fake, and like didn't like it, and I just wanted to please him. And he goes, hey kid, you want to try one where he hits you for real? And I just was quiet, because I'm not going to say no, and I didn't want to say yes, so I was hoping the silence would eventually let the idea just float away into the atmosphere. And Leo's sitting over here, and I look to Leo because, you know, he's my friend. Maybe he'll be like, oh, well, maybe there's another way to do it or something. And I turn to him, and I just look at him, and he just goes like this. He just looks the other direction, and I go, oh, all right, yeah, let's do it. And John just, in the next take, the whole thing was crazy, and he just nailed me, and I had these big fake teeth in the film, and they split in half and just flew out of my mouth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great scene, though. I mean, I'm really proud of it.
That's good. Wolf of Wall Street, it opens next Friday, and unbelievably, it is based on a true story.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking.
Yeah, this guy, Jordan Belfort. So he was a stockbroker of sorts.
Of sorts, you know, these guys kind of convince people to, it's called pump and dump scans. So they convince you to give them your money, but they know they're not going to make you any money back, and they basically just rip people off for all their money.
But these guys made billions. I mean, they made incredible amounts of money.
Yeah, they lived very excessively, and the whole movie's about kind of how they got rich, their greed, their excess, and kind of how that plays out in the end.
And he was around. Jordan Belfort was on the set and things.
He wasn't on set, but Leo and I would spend time with him off the set.
And what's he like now? Does he?
He's in the movie, you know. He's in the last scene, introducing Leo's character.
Yeah, he's at the end of the film. I mean, he gives like motivational speeches about business and stuff, and you know,
learn from the master. Well, listen, you play his second-in-command, Donnie.
Yeah.
And we've got the clip here, and this is when Donnie first meets Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen this yet?
Well, I would say you were fantastic in that film, really.
Thank you very much.
It's great. I've met Jordan Belfort a few times when he was in his heyday, and you guys did it. Yeah. I was actually on that boat, too. So he was quite the guy. Yeah. I got around, pal. And your film was amazing. It really, Carey, you did great. I mean, really. I even wrote the Killen Brothers a fan letter. It was flawless. It really was. I'm telling you, it's like seamless films. It's an amazing year, you know. We're just hanging in there, punching each other in the face. You guys here are doing really magnificent work.
No, it is a really enjoyable film. It's such a kind of, it's such a big
great
festival of excess.
Yeah.
And like, there's scenes that, like an orgy on the plane. Like, is that at all fun, or is it just wildly embarrassing?
It was cool to see Martin Scorsese feel embarrassed that day a little bit, because he's so in control of everything, but there was all this, you know, everyone's naked on the plane, and he's in charge of everything, and it's like he doesn't want to be, you know, out of line or anything, so he's being so respectful of everyone.
So he took his clothes off, too?
Yeah. No, everybody's asking these people, he's asking us to do these insane things, you know? So it's kind of funny because he laughs and he goes, oh, I don't know, you know, maybe go put your head there. I don't know. He doesn't want to be like disrespectful, but you know. And then it honestly just it was so unsanitary. That's the only thing I can think of. It was crazy and fun. I was just like, I needed to Purell like my whole body.
But you did try to have sexy time on a plane.
That's not true. I didn't try and have sexy time on a plane. That is like the worst lead-in statement I've ever heard. I am a romantic, and when I was 18, 12 years ago, I flew on a plane, and I sat next to a beautiful girl my age, and I was excited because in my romantic mind, that was going to be my wife, and I thought we were going to fall in love. And so we started talking, and she was like flirting back, and she was great, and she, you know, was like laughing, and we were having a great time, and I was like so on top of the world. And I go, excuse me, I'm gonna use the restroom, and I go, and she can't see, like it's obscured, you couldn't see the restroom. And so I'm there, and a guy's in there, and he's taking forever, right? So like he's in there, it's like 7 minutes go by, 8 minutes go by, and he finally comes out, and I go in, and it, not to be crass, but it smelled like someone had passed away in the restaurant. And so I go in, and I'm like, oh my God, like it's just horrible. So I hold my breath, I use the bathroom very quickly, I wash my hands, I come out, and she's waiting for the restroom. And so I open the door, and she's like all, you know, smiley still, and we squeeze by each other, and I don't know how to, I want to express it like, you know, like, but some guy was in there before, you know, but it was so quick, and she's like, what? And it's so fast, and then her face just turned, and she just, there was no turning back, and so I sat back down, and she comes and sits next to me, and I'm like, you know, just so you know, there was a guy in the bathroom performing, and I was waiting, and in like mid-sentence, she just goes, it's fine, and just reads the rest of the... Some guy, you know, ruined my future, you know.
Bad thing. And Carey, of course, you haven't had the Martin Scorsese experience, but you did have the Leonardo DiCaprio experience for the Great Gatsby.
Yeah, that was a daunting. But I'd never met... oh, there he is. I'd never met Leo or Baz Luhrmann or anything, and yeah, it was a sort of pretty scary one.
But didn't the audition... Like, what scene were you auditioning with? Keep up. Cue anecdote.
You have editors on this show.
Yeah, so we had to do the scene where Daisy kisses him, and, you know, you don't just kiss Leonardo DiCaprio, so... we were sort of halfway through the scene, and I was sort of like here.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
keep going. Stay in the moment. Sorry, keep going. You can use my head as
So I was like here, and then I was like, shit. Oh, sorry. I was like, should I?
Did you drag her up?
I didn't know if I should kiss him or not, so I sort of got that, and then I sort of asked Baz, should I kiss him? And he was like, yeah. I just did it, and then I got the job.
Yes, hey.
That's how you get it.
Yeah, hey. Your job is good. Yeah, good at the kissing. Yeah.
And she was fantastic in the movie.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's like I love it. And we have one more, it's already been talked about, and one more excellent film to talk about. Carey Mulligan, a new Coen Brothers film, Inside Llewyn Davis. It opens on the 24th of January. And now, again, this is a real story?
No, it's loosely based on Dave Van Ronk, so it's kind of set around a time in New York, but it's loosely based on some of his songs and kind of the idea of that sort of time in Greenwich Village in New York.
OK, so it's set in the 60s and it's around the folk scene.
Yeah.
And tell the nice people who you play. I
play... as part of a singing duo, I'm a folk singer, so I play... there's Jim and Jean, so I'm Jean.
So sweet.
And Jim is played by Justin Timberlake, and then Llewyn Davis is our close friend, who's played by Oscar Isaacs, and we're sort of a little group.
And this is kind of a different sort of role for you. Like, you're quite tough in this.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you like it?
I did, yes.
You unleashed?
I did unleash a little bit. It was good. I mean, I came straight from doing The Great Gatsby, so I'd sort of had about 6 months of dresses and diamonds and, you know, being very girly. And then this, which is a dark wig and a polo neck and swearing and sort of marching around.
And you didn't meet the Coen brothers? You filmed yourself?
I did an audition in my hotel room, yeah. I sort of did a little sort of selfie audition.
What, on your phone?
Yeah. Technology. Yeah.
And what did you do? What did you give them? What?
I gave them angry. It was the scene from the movie. It's angry American.
And did you have a friend holding the phone, or did you really hold it out like that?
I had a friend holding. No, I did. Yeah, my friend did. I did two actually. I did one audition where I was so excited to get to audition for the Coen brothers because I never thought I'd get to, you know, send them anything that they would see. So I did an audition after a dinner where I'd had a few drinks with some friends and I was a bit tipsy and thought that that would be a great time to do the audition because when you've had a few drinks and your accent is better, generally, everyone agrees. But when I have to do American accents, I drink. No. So I had a few drinks and then I was like, God, maybe she should be eating, you know, because that's... Brad Pitt does that, and that looks great. So maybe I eat all the time in films. It was like a really drunk audition where I was eating this chocolate bar, and was literally about to press send and send it to Joel Coen, and my friend was like, "Maybe wait. We'll see it in the morning." And then, thank God,
save it as a draft.
Yeah, yeah. Use it as a rehearsal, and then I did another one.
Well, listen, we've got a clip, and in fact, it is you singing.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you like singing?
No, I mean, I can sort of, yeah, well... Why that was such a long answer?
Yes. No, there's not a car at stake or anything. It's just...
What am I doing here?
I hope I get this right. I do like singing. I don't know. Anyway, like it or not, this is you and Justin Timberlake singing. And now listen, we've got Oscar winners and Oscar nominees. You know, that'll happen. You know. They'll be nominated at the end there. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's all good, it's all good. But it's interesting in any career, kind of, when you know that you've made it. Like, Bob, do you remember the first time you thought to yourself, ooh, I'm a bit famous?
I think well, after Godfather 2, that's probably... things changed more. I had done movies before then and I remember I was on the unemployment line once after having done a few films and having leads and features and stuff. But I was still on the unemployment line. And I was with an actor who I knew had done one film, and he was in that grace period where you do the movie and it's being cut and that you're waiting for it. So that's the way everybody's very optimistic. And he told me, I don't read scripts. They send them to me. They go here, the casting director. And I said, you know, you gotta take advantage of it now because otherwise, I don't know. And the thing was, so the movie opened, and it was done by a very well-known director who had a big success. The first. That day I went to the theater. I happened to go. I was taking a bus uptown. I went to the theater on the East Side, New York. And the theater was empty. The guy was sitting there. He was upset. It was a total disaster. And I found myself saying, you were good, but the movie I was ashamed. Which was true.
Presumably, you must have been quite well known when you were driving a taxi, preparing for Taxi Driver.
No, I wasn't. I drove for a couple of weeks. People recognized me. They thought through the mirror, but not... It was, yeah.
So no one thought, oh, how weird, he's won an Oscar and now he's driving a taxi?
No, actually one person recognized me.
And they just thought it was very strange.
No, I said I'm doing research on a movie. So.
And they were like, yeah, poor him. He's such a dude. Now, I didn't realise till you guys were coming on that, in fact, you know, you're in Grudge Match, but it goes all the way back that Taxi Driver and Rocky were up for Oscars at the same time.
Exactly. And actually, they're at the theaters right next door to one another. So I go out there and go, So I take pictures like Rocky, be like that, picture like that. And here we are.
And on the night, did people know that Rocky... Was Rocky a shoe-in, or...?
No, it was actually... It was about 4 or 5 elderly ladies with umbrellas were trampling me to get out of the theater. I mean, it was like the first 10 minutes, they go, who is this greasy guy? I mean, with a crooked mouth. And then eventually it caught on. But it was not by any means magic that first day. It was a horror.
Because I always assumed it was just sort of Hollywood folklore. But the story about you not giving them the script without agreeing to you starring in it, that is true.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was just one of those crossroads situations that every artist faces early on. Go left, go right, and if you make the wrong decision, you sometimes regret it forever. And I just knew I wasn't a very good student, but I decided I always understood dialogue, whatever, so I wrote something that I know I could do, that I could feel good with, and that could show everything that is possible in my repertoire. They said, well, yeah, it's great, but let's have Ryan O'Neal do it, or let's have Burt Reynolds do it, or Robert Redford do it. So they were bringing up all these bankable names, and I said, no, I don't think so. And at that time, I was down there. I had to sell my dog. We didn't have enough food to feed. I said, one of us doesn't eat. It's either you, my wife, or the dog. One of us. So it was like one of those things where you really roll the dice, and it paid off. But it was a big long shot. Because you talk about selling your dog. We've got a I don't know why. Oh, my dog.
We've got a picture of...
Really?
We do have a picture of the dog. Is that the dog?
That's it. You can see why I couldn't feed him.
Yeah, that's...
It's a buffalo. It's a bull mastiff.
Bull mastiff.
Yeah. That's a dog. I don't know why. Even when I was totally broke, I always wanted to have an animal with me. And I mean, literally, I was, as an usher, making $36 a week. That was it, you know. And so I'm buying this dog. That meant I don't eat. You see that? Maybe, or you eat the dog. It's one of the things. But
the story has a happy ending.
It does. It does. So finally, I get the job. I go back to the fellow I sold it to, who now won't give it back. And he's a rather short guy, really short, and he's...
Did he ride the dog?
I think the dog had turned into a piece of furniture. I mean, he literally used it as a bed or something, but he says... So that he paid me like $60 for the dog. He goes, I'll give you the dog back for $3,000. I said, I don't have $3,000. He goes, all right, I want to be in the movie. So I put him in the movie.
So he's in Rocky?
Yeah, he's the first guy, little scene. He goes, I'm walking in. He goes, how'd you do last night? I said, I did great. You should have been there. He goes, I go, what, how'd you do? I said, what are you, deaf? He goes, no, I'm short. I go, yeah. Power the pin. Save the line or get out.
All right, it's time for some music. This young man has just nabbed a Brit nomination for Best British Male Solo Artist, performing a song about love. It is Mr. Jake Bugg! Well done. Beautiful. Come and sit down. You have a little seat there. Jonah, Jake, Carey, Robert DeNiro, Sylvester, Stallone. Oh. Well done. Beautiful, really sweet song. Oh, very sweet song. And that's from the second album, Shangri-La, which will be out now. Congratulations on the Brits nomination.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know what you were talking about anyway, so...
Well, no, because I wasn't sure whether to say it to you or not, because I didn't know if you knew that you'd be nominated.
Yeah, I knew, yeah, but...
Oh, right. What did you think I was talking about?
Could have been anything,
Well, it could have been anything. Yeah, you could have... Yeah, I don't know. Congratulations, anyway, on your life. No, so it's very good you're nominated for Best British Male Solo Artist. That's the good news. Bad news is you are up against David Bowie.
Hopefully he won't turn up, though, eh? So...
Do you know who else you're up against? David Bowie and...
No, who else is doing it?
I don't know. It's your nomination. They won't give it to you if you're not interested. They'll watch this, they'll think he doesn't want to win it.
Well,
You've got to fight for these things, Jake. Come on, you want it!
It's nice to be nominated, but, you know, if I win or not, I'm still going to carry on doing what I'm doing, so...
That is true, yes. Yeah, but you'd have a prize, Jake.
Got no room in my suitcase for that.
Yeah. Talk to the winners, talk to the nominees. See who's happier. You want a prize. Right, before we go tonight, just time for a story in the red chair, so who'll be there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, what's your name?
My name is Lana.
Lana.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Lana?
Australia.
Oh, lovely. And do you live here now?
Yes, I do.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a graphic designer.
Oh, she's a graphic designer, everyone. Ooh.
Nice.
Jake Bug couldn't care less, love. He's bored of your life. Okay. Off you go with the story, Lana.
Oh, well, basically, tonight was very exciting for me because from the time I was about 13 years old, I used to have a kind of fantasy or dream about Mr. Stallone being my father.
You know what? Can I trust you? She may be. I might be. That's scary. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Were you in Australia 25 years ago?
That's one of the things. No man wants to hear that. You like the fantasy bit, yeah.
Oh, my God, we've hit a low.
Okay, let's have someone else. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Someone's applauding you. What's your name?
I'm Kate.
Kate?
Yeah.
Lovely. And where are you from?
I'm from where you're from.
Oh, you're from Bandon? Yeah. Oh, lovely. Very nice. Are you just over for the weekend?
No, I live here now.
Oh, you live here now?
Yeah, I'm here about 4 months.
Oh, great. You've really lost the accent. Off you go with your story.
Okay, so my story goes that 2 years ago, it was exam time in university, and I was driving home from the library, and I met the lads, and...
Life is too short.
Okay. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go on the red chair, you can just contact us via our website at this very address. Thank you to all my guests tonight. Mr. Jake Bug, Jonah Hill, Mulligan, Robert DeNiro, and Sylvester Stallone. Join me next week with musical guest Keen, star of the hit show Girls, Lena Dunham, BAFTA-winning actress Olivia Colman, The Long Walk to Freedom's Idris Elba, and movie star Michael Fassbender. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
A bumper week of 5 episodes of EastEnders all rolled into one is on BBC One next tonight.